My dear students, since you know every year NTA gives the hint of how your NEET examination is going to be through the JEE mains examination. Now you know there is JEE mains examination going on currently. Yesterday there were two shifts, today there were two shifts, and a lot of changes were seen in the paper of yesterday's shifts and the today's shifts. And my dear students, you can expect the similar change in the upcoming NEET examination as well, right? Which NTA always does. Whenever NTA has to communicate anything about your NEET, it communicates indirectly by giving the level of the JEE examination, right? So let's have a look on the changes which have happened in the question patterns of your physics and chemistry in the yesterday's shifts and the today's shifts, so that you can analyze, you can understand how the pattern of your NEET examination, how the questions in your NEET examination are going to be from this particular year. If you look at chemistry, you know, it is the favorite of the JEE students. They used to start with the chemistry first, but this year, chemistry was time trap, my dear students. What is meant by time trap? If I talk about inorganic chemistry, there were a lot of questions which were statement based. And you know, if statement based questions are asked in your examination, it takes a lot of time to solve them. Number one. Number two, NCERT lines were twisted, right? Questions were from NCERT, but the lines were twisted when it comes to the inorganic chemistry, right? The paper looked moderate. If you look at the paper at the first instance, it looks moderate. But my dear students, it consumes a lot of time, due to which your chemistry paper became lengthy, right? And students could not solve the entire chemistry paper in the scheduled time. Perfect. So these sort of changes might happen in your NEET examination as well when it comes to the inorganic, right? When it comes to organic chemistry, till now we used to have only one thing in your mind, that if we remember the reactions, we can solve the questions of organic. But my dear students, this time what NTA has done, what happened in JEE examination, questions were asked mainly from mechanism part. Right? Questions were asked about the conceptual understanding of organic chemistry, right? And not memory-based questions only were asked. There were few memory-based questions, were asked. Till now, it used to be a lot of memory-based questions in organic chemistry. But this year, they have changed the pattern completely in organic. More questions from mechanism, more questions from conceptual understanding of organic, and very few questions when it comes to the memory-based. So if you are thinking that you are going to mug up all the NCERT in organic, and then questions will directly come from that, my dear students, you have to consult the mechanism of different reactions as well, because the questions will be asked from the mechanism. And when it comes to physical, in physical chemistry, the questions were lengthy this time. There were lengthy numericals asked, okay, in physical chemistry, and there was a lot of calculation involved in the physical chemistry questions as well, which again makes this chemistry paper lengthy. I would say the paper was moderate, but the paper was lengthy. Students were not able to solve the questions in the scheduled time when it comes to the subject chemistry. Perfect. Now what happened in physics, let's talk about that as well. My dear students, in physics, there used to be a lot of questions which were like direct formula based, which used to be directly formula based. But this year what happened? Direct formula substitution trend has decreased. It is decreasing day on day. What happened in the yesterday's shifts, in the today's shifts, there were very few questions, I would say very selective questions, which were directly formula based. Till now, it used to be in the JEE examination, there used to be a lot of formula based questions. But now the trend has changed, right? They are decreasing the questions in which only direct formula is applied. Okay. Conceptual application was asked more in the JEE examination. That means more focus was on the application of a concept. Numericals were based on the application of the concept, basically. More questions were asked about that. And my dear students, what was the important thing here in physics? Mixed topic questions were asked. That means in a question, not only a single concept was asked. In a question, they had merged two concepts, three concepts of different chapters. So till now, you used to leave some of the physics chapters, but you cannot leave a single physics chapter as well now. Okay? So basically, your full syllabus preparation is compulsory, I would say, when it comes to your NEET examination. Because the trend which we see always in the JEE examination, similar trend, NEET follows, right? Similar trend is happening. It happens in NEET. So this is something which we are expecting, and there is very high probability that these changes will happen in the NEET examination as well. So you have to do the full syllabus preparation. Don't skip some chapters in between. What if they ask a question in which two concepts are asked? One concept from the chapter you have studied, one concept from the chapter which you have left, you won't be able to solve that particular question. So entire syllabus completion is required. Now, overall pattern warning for NEET 2026 aspirants. My dear students, your NEET 2026 may become more statement based. There is very high probability more statement based questions will be asked. It might be more time consuming in chemistry, right? It might be more time consuming in chemistry. There will be less direct formula questions, perfect, and more conceptual integration, perfect, more importance to the full syllabus coverage. So you have to complete your entire syllabus basically. Perfect. These are some of the changes which you might see in your upcoming NEET 2026 examination as well. Perfect. My dear students, I am telling you, whenever NTA has to give any warning to the NEET aspirants, like how your paper will be, they give the warning directly or indirectly through the JEE means examination. Because JEE means examination happens first, after 2 to 3 months, NEET examination happen. So whatever they are supposed to communicate about the NEET examination, they tell it through the JEE means examination. So these are the conclusions, my dear students, which you have to take.